Evening and welcome to BackChat. I'm your host Thembo Monareng. This evening we are chatting to Thembo Monareng, a sensational sprinter, up and coming youngster in the South African scene. So we're going to be chatting with him this evening. So I hope you guys are excited. We're going to get started in a bit. Good evening and welcome to each and every one of you. This is BackChat and I'm your host Thembo Monareng. Nice to have you on. Welcome guys. This evening, like I said, we're chatting to Thembo Monareng. I see Thembo is in the building, so I'm going to be going live with him in a bit. Welcome to all of you. It's a pleasure here. It's Thursday night, and we're going to just keep the conversations going because it is important for track and field. So Thembo is connecting, then we're going to get started in a bit. Good evening, everybody. Yo, Thembo.
What's up, Thembo?
How you doing, man? You good?
I'm doing fantastic. And yourself?
Super. Thanks for joining us. Yeah.
No problem. Thank you for having me, though, eh?
Man, it's always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure chatting to the athletes and hearing, what's happening,
Do you know?
But yeah, man, before we get started, let me just do a few welcomes here. Christian, 400 hurdles, I see you. I am King. Kiabeto, welcome. Kanalelo, Gino, DK. Who's the Gino? Keegan the high jumper. Keegs the high jumper.
Ethan Noble, welcome.
Yeah, he's Noble here as well. Oh,
Noble
will do it.
Noble will do it.
I see Mr. D-Boy, Guardio Isaacs in the building. Tumi Silete, welcome guys. Thanks for joining. I know a lot of people are going to be in and out as we go, so yeah, thanks guys. Otherwise, how have you been, man? You been good?
Dude, I've been amazing, eh? Yeah, I feel like I've grown a lot during this lockdown.
Yeah.
I've been through a lot of stuff, eh? But yeah, everything is positive. Then I mean, I've learned a lot, like I said. So yeah, at this very moment, I'm really happy though, eh?
All right, cool, man.
And yourself, what have you been doing, dude?
Yeah, man, you know me, man. I'm just keeping busy, keeping positive, always trying to find, something positive out of everything, There's a lot of positives, man, a lot of positives.
That's the only way.
Yeah. So
that's the only way.
You just have to hold on to the good,
Man. Training wise, doing well.
Yeah, training wise, man. Yeah, I'm happy.
I know.
I'm happy,
I see you keeping positive over there, so it's good.
Yeah. You see, I've got my cheekbones.
I see. If the fresh cuts in, you're in. I see.
if the cheekbones are here, you must know, the fitness is good.
No, I'm happy you're well, really.
Man. We're gonna get started. I see Sinesipho Dambile is in the building.
Hey, Dambile, what's up?
I see Chris Muleya, welcome. Gino, Sapalo, welcome also. Nice to have you guys here. All right, brother. So what I'm going to do to get us started, I'm going to do an introduction.
Okay.
So the introduction allows the people that are on here to know exactly who we're chatting with, the caliber of athlete we're dealing with, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, no problem.
Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, with us this evening, we've got Thembo Monareng. He is, listen up, World Under-20 Championships, 100-meter finalist, African Under-20 Championships, 100-meter gold medalist, World University Games, 100-meter semi-finalist, SA Under-20, 100-meter bronze medalist, SA Under-18, 200-meter silver medalist. Ladies and gentlemen, Thembo Monareng.
Thanks. What an intro, eh? What an intro. What an intro, eh? I see you've done your research lately, eh?
All the time, bro. There's no
but with everyone. So it's amazing. It's really good to see.
You know what's interesting? Oh, I see LJ Fansale is in here. He says hello, Thembo.
LJ, what's up?
Yeah. That's big Fansale. I always tell people, for me, I'm a fan of athletics, man. I'm as much as I run and I want to achieve certain things, I see LJ just asking how's studies going.
He always asks me that question.
As much as I want to run as well and I love running, but I'm a fan. I want to know what your PB is, especially for Backtrack. I know which year was your best year. I know this and that. I mean, it's fun collecting all this information. So yeah, man, I always do my research.
No, it's good. And I see you're observing. I like it. Really good.
All right, you're gonna play a game, yeah? The game is called 30 seconds. Good to see Themba and Thembo. So you are pretty much Themba with the O.
Yeah, but you know how many people have called me Themba? Like, I've accepted. I've accepted it. Like, it's a thing now.
You just go sure.
Thousand. You just walk, you just pass.
And just get your earn. Yeah, but I also get it again. They'll be like, hey, Thembo. I'm like, hey, what's going on here?
You understand?
You see, but then
I'm so happy. Like you know how it feels like. So it's crazy.
Oh man.
I was Jay.
Okay. I'll just articulate you today.
I was Jay.
Alright, we're gonna play 30 seconds then. So the game is definitely easy. It's called What's in the Bag. So you've got 30 seconds to name as many things as possible that you have inside your competition or training bag. Alright?
Okay.
Coming to you in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Spikes, earphones, towel, foam roller, notebook, a pen, what's the other one? Racers. Yeah, that's about it. Earphones.
Yeah,
earphones. What's the other one?
Let's go. 10 seconds.
What's the other one? Car keys.
And time. Okay, 9.
Oh, the time. 9. All right.
9 is okay.
That's it. Yeah, it's all right.
It's a pass. It's above average.
It's
we
above.
can work with it. All right, man. So let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, just remember, you guys can also ask your questions. If there's anything you want to ask Thembo about how his research is going or any other important questions, you guys can do that. Feel free. Our Eddie van Beek is also in the building. Big up to you, Big Eddie. Coach Johan Bueta, the legend, is in the building as well.
Oh, is he here?
Yeah.
Very good guy, man.
Yeah, you know him from obviously from the World
School.
Harsis.
Yeah, back then, he's been like a mentor for me back then. So, yeah, every single time I would go to him for advice or just talk to him. So he's actually been there. Yeah.
Oh, JJ, I see my coach is also here.
Are they here? Are they in?
Yeah, he's here to check up on me as well. JJ, Coach JJ is also in the building. He's got a cross country event coming up as well. So the World School Menlo. So that's gonna be interesting. All right, let's get started. First of all, obviously sprinting is one of those sports, man. When you're in primary school, everybody wants to see who's the fastest. 60 meter, 80 meter, and so on. So where did your athletics and your running journey start?
Yeah, my journey is funny because as a young boy, I was a really naughty boy. It started in primary school, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was grade 2 or grade 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did something like I really annoyed the teacher back then. So it was an athletics day that day. So she held me back in class and she called my parents and she's like, listen, your son is in class. I'm not going to let him run today because he was naughty. So my mom obviously lost it because she's like, hey, you don't understand. This boy can run. Why are you keeping him in class? Let him go run. So, yeah, that's where it started me. So, well, at the end of the day, that teacher, we actually started a great bond because she really, invested in me.
Yeah.
So, she was my very first coach, very first coach. So, yeah, every single time it was a Gauteng champ and me and her, we had a little bet going on because every single time after a championship, she would get me slap chips. So that was our thing every year. So yeah, that's where it all started.
Well, what's her name? Let's give her a shout out here so that people can know.
Antoinette. Antoinette. I was also in Afrikaans primary school. Antoinette.
Okay. Big up to you, coach / teacher Antoinette, for sparking the fire in Thembo. And I mean, let's just say that's where it began. I think, sprints in South Africa at the moment is currently at a very exciting. I mean, it's exciting.
Thembo, it's tough out here.
You just blink, or you get a bit comfortable, and you move from first to fourth.
Yo.
In an
And
instant.
yeah, it's not a nice feeling from first to fourth. It's really not a nice feeling. But
no, but I mean, that's the beauty of the sport. Next thing, first, and then it's a beautiful journey. I mean, we'll get to the rest of the stuff now. I see there's a few questions that are coming in as well. We'll get to that question from Minka Jordan.
Good friend of mine.
We'll get to that. I'm not gonna ignore that one. That's a very good question. So first question, next question I want to ask. So obviously, training and finding a balance from from your earlier years. Obviously, running in high school, primary school, it was just for fun. It was about who can you beat, trying to be the best in your school, then your province. Didn't really matter. Times didn't really matter. It was about winning. At what point did you realize that running, this is something that I really wanna do? How old were you when you made that mental decision to commit to it?
I was 15 years old, because I played rugby as well.
Yeah.
So that year I played rugby from primary school until high school. I think grade 9. I was 15 years old. So at the end of the year, I got an injury from rugby. So because I still just there, still love the sport. But I think it was that year, 2015, no, 2014. Yeah, 2014, I was grade 9. So the next year, I ran against Gift and Clarence and them. I think it was our first year youth. I was first year youth. It's a 15-year boy. So I ran against them and I was like, yo, you know what? I really would like to become like these two guys, because they just ran, and they ran those crazy times, because Gift and Clarence broke the SA record in the 200, Gift in the 100. So it was crazy times, because I told myself then, like, listen, I really would want to be like these guys. So if I should be honest with you, I made the decision when I was 16 years old. 16 years old, I started saying, listen, it's me. I'm gonna start working. I'm gonna start training, and reach my full potential. Yeah, I mean.
It's a good decision, because I mean, if I look at from 16 years old, you had success immediately at the under 18 championships. The following year, that went on to be something amazing. But I mean, just talking about the generation of athletes that you guys came from. I mean, obviously, like you said, Clarence, Gift, Kyle Apple, those guys.
Apple, he was still You see.
You guys opened up like a new era, literally. And I mean, I think I can imagine the type of motivation you guys had, because it's people that you're running with, they're your age, and if they're doing it, technically speaking, it should be possible. They drink the same water you drink. They breathe in the same air.
Yes.
It's possible.
Yes, it's possible. It's really possible, but you just need to put your head into it, because it's easy to say something, but if you don't really do it, like if you don't really, if your actions doesn't show, then it's pointless. So
absolutely. So just looking into your first championships under 18, as well as because I remember when you came through, you were quick, but you in the beginning you were swinging more towards the 200.
Yes.
But then a year or two later, it became like the 100. It became your stronger events. Just for those who don't know, like your personal best, obviously 100 meter, you're sitting on 10:18. I mean that's fast. To be a junior running sub 10:20. And then the 200 is a 20.85. So first championships, you go to SA under 18 championships. You're running the 200 meter, and you get a silver. What's going on in your mind at this time? what does that do to your mind and into your running?
Well, running 200 or 100.
Well, both. I mean, you did them both. It looks like there was a shift now. I don't know which event would you say is your best one first? Is your favorite?
Yeah, it's interesting because it was 200,
yeah.
200, and so then I saw the 100 because the 100 is, I got a liking for the 100 meters because it's such an interesting event. You know, it's, you can't blink, you can't do anything wrong. Like every single step needs to be perfect. Like there's no room for error there. So yeah, 100 is like, it's obviously it's most watched. Obviously at the big stage, it's most watched. And obviously seeing Bolt, I mean, like Bolt's been amazing, been my role model since day one.
Yeah.
So seeing him doing amazing things in the 100 meters as well in the 200, but I don't know, like I got a feeling of 100 meters, like it's so competitive and I like it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying 200 meters is not, because that's also competitive. So yeah, 100, like I don't know, like I like both, but currently it's 100.
Thembo.
Yes.
Which event do you want? Which event do you like the most? You're doing this now. You sound like a politician.
I'm doing this because both of them. Okay, I'm gonna stick to 100.
You love the 100 more.
Yeah.
That's fine. Nothing wrong. You know. What will happen in the future, we'll see. But
what
you like more. See. That's good. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk about. We were talking about your at SA Championships winning, being on the podium. You know, at under 18 championships, and then. What does it mean for you as an athlete? I don't just explain what that meant to you as an athlete. You know, sometimes some people might take it for granted, but I mean, if you win a title, a medal there, it means you are the best out of, how many people are there in South Africa? There's 60 million people.
A lot of people, yeah.
The majority of South Africans are the youth, so which means, you know, plus minus 30 to 20 million people, you are better than, you know?
Yes, Timber, it really means the world, because standing there at the podium, you tell yourself not everyone can do this.
Yeah.
And it says that, you know, your hard work's finally been paid off, because us as athletes, we work Monday to Saturday, you know, we train, we die. Like I sometimes I've came to a point, like you ask yourself, like, listen, why are you doing this to yourself? Why? Like I've asked myself that a lot. I'm like, listen, why am I doing this to myself? Yeah. So it's a reward. Like it's like, you know what, my hard work's finally paid off.
Yeah.
So standing there at the podium, it just motivates you to do greater things. And obviously you want to keep on being on the podium. So yeah, it's just an amazing feeling. Like it really brings joy to myself, and you know, like it brings it back to, like, it makes me realize that, you know what, there's more to this, and it's possible. Like you start to believe in yourself. Like, listen, I can be and I can run amongst the greatest in the world. So,
I like
in the country.
I mean, exactly what you're saying. You know, I'm just. You know, sometimes, you know, you can talk about, I mean, you've got international titles as well, you know. I will get to that as well. But I mean, like, you know, sometimes, you know, these days, I think people they don't understand I still, man, like, whether you're a provincial champ, national, I mean, imagine being a provincial champion in Gauteng is like, you know what it is. It's not easy. It means that you're gonna podium at nationals. You know what I mean? Straight up. And being an SA champ, senior SA champ, is like the next level again. Because you know,
and seniors are tough,
all the
hyenas
seniors
are tough.
Hyenas. And then man. So like I like what you're saying. You know, because it fuels something. It's a beginning, and you always have to build from where you're at. You know, you have to start from there, and that's exactly what you did. So let's move forward. Obviously, junior, the 100 was I can remember that junior year, the 100 meter.
It's tough. Running against Richie, Balestela, Todlo. Yo,
Ritzy's in here. Ritzy just jumped in.
he's,
Ritzy did some lenga.
he's
My
jumped in.
brother.
Yo, that year.
Yeah.
It was
What
tough
you doing,
because
man?
all four of us, like, we're super competitive. And, you know, it, on the day, like, you know, you have to be ready on the day because you cannot be not ready on the day if you're running against those guys. So, and then now, obviously, as a senior running against Akarni, Brainkies, all those guys,
Hey.
it's tough, right?
Yeah. But I mean,
It's tough.
the thing is that, yeah, you know, that's why I always say trust the process, man, because, you know, you never, the thing is that with the process that you never know how far or how close you are, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's just showing up every single day and giving your best, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Whatever
Definitely.
the coach says, you meet him, you know. If you ask for more, you give more, you know. Sacrifices, all that stuff. We'll get to that part. We'll get to that. Minka, I haven't forgotten you. I've got your question. We'll get to that as well. So thanks for the question. I see Adam Mayo is in here as well.
Yeah.
Welcome. Noble says 2015 in Bloom. Fitjin.
He actually ran well, Noble, 2015. He came third in the 100 meter final.
Yeah, he was flying. I
He
remember those
was
junior
flying.
years. Yeah, you guys were. The competition was just fierce. Okay,
Even 2018.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah. Even 2018, because he came second in the 100 meter final that year when I won. So it was tough. Absolutely. It was really tough.
And then let's move on. Obviously, that was the beginning. Junior year, yeah, this is a big year, man. I mean, under 20. This year, obviously, Thembo Monareng is focused. You've made decisions. You've transitioned into. I think it was a different training group at that point as well, no?
Yes, with Henny.
Yeah. Before you were training with?
Oh, before Henny, I was with Audrey.
I know.
Audrey,
I just want you to. I want you to say so that people can know. Hey, shout out to Coach Audrey.
Shout out to her. Shout out to them both, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. They all played an amazing role.
Yeah, and they still do.
So, exactly. So then we go to that junior year. We need to talk about this, and then we're gonna get to the other questions. Obviously, that year, amazing year.
That's a great year.
Are you still connected?
Yeah.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So that year, obviously, you head to this World Junior Championships, and it's a intense race. You make it all the way into the final at World Championship. You know, just tell us about that competition, that whole experience, and how it how you went through like the heats, finals, and so on.
So first of all, it was obviously my first time at a major championship.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to. Obviously, I had a goal there to compete in the final. Like in my mind, obviously, I wanted a medal as well. But already competing at such a world stage, I told myself, like, listen, once again, not a lot of people can say that.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can say, listen, I've done that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was, for me personally, it was one of my greatest achievements.
Yeah.
Because I just took it round for round, from heats to semis. I remember Coach Henny after that semi. He was super proud, so he just kept on motivating me and like, listen, it's the finals, so he just he really built me, and I just got a calmness in me because normally, us as athletes, you stress and like you're worried and you're like, oh, okay, no, I need to run well. But for me, it was different. For me, I just went into that race and I was like, you know what? Even if I come last, I am the 8th fastest junior boy
in the world.
In the world. I went with that mentality. So that calmed me. And even as they called our names and we walked to the starting lineup, you know, I was just so calm. And Coach Henny told me even after the race, like, you know what, I'm really proud of you because I came fourth in that race.
Yeah, no.
And,
Yeah, no. I
yeah,
know.
so
Yeah.
so he's like, you know what, I'm really proud of you because it was super close because the guy that won ran 10:18.
Hey,
Second and third ran 10:22, and I was fourth 10:23.
hey,
So it was. I
close.
still believe. I still believe till this day. I was third, but we're not gonna go into that. But it was that close. So it was
Yeah.
like I said earlier. There's no room for error. So
Hey.
every step counts, and you just have to be ready on the day. So
A split second. A split
a split
second.
second, like it was a three. I think three. Yo, it was super close.
Yo.
It was super close. Yeah,
Yeah, man. I mean, like
but
you said, man, to finish fourth at that level of competition is
yes,
amazing.
yes,
And
yes.
man, that's something that you will carry with you forever. Just to also like put it into context. I mean, you're only 21 years old now. I
Yeah.
know people might think you've been running for a long time and all that,
And
but
we're getting old, you can see.
you're still a young boy. You're still a young man, man. I mean, 21 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
There's so much development that still has to take place. Especially
Yeah, it's a lot
sprinting.
of.
I mean, to sprint at that level, you know who you're sprinting against. It takes time and obviously a lot of patience and so on. But I
Yes,
mean, yeah,
definitely, definitely.
that's
Like you said earlier, like there's not a lot of people that understand that. So you have to do what you have to do. So even if you need to sacrifice a lot of things as well.
yeah, definitely. All
So
right, so then obviously you followed up that same year. You went to African Championships. This time you understand what's going on. You know the rounds. You've got focus. Talk about African under 20 championships. I mean, you took the gold medal there. Uh, big. To be number one in the continent is a big
yeah,
feat, man. It's not easy.
it's
Just
not
run us through
easy.
that competition and how you went about it and how you felt, taking the title, winning the African under 20 100-meter title.
So that year I was first year junior. That was the year before. That was actually the year before World Juniors. So
Yeah.
yeah, it I just took it as every other race, because even there going through the rounds, I thought kept on motivating myself, and most importantly, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the competition. I enjoyed being there, but I just kept focused. Like whatever happened, happened. Like I just kept on focusing on what I need to do because I knew I had to do a job.
Yeah.
I knew what I was. I knew why I went. I knew what I wanted to go do there. So I just told myself, listen, you are going to do a job there. So there's no time for playing around or doing. So you need to do what you need to. Like you need to go out there and do your thing.
Yeah.
And most importantly, just have fun.
Yeah.
So and luckily I had the support system. So the whole team was really supportive, and that helped a lot. That really helped a lot. So I think mentally I was mentally prepared. So I think that's why. And once again, very calm, relaxed. So I think that's why. That's why I pulled through.
Yeah. Sounds
Yeah.
like just the magic touch over there. That's the magic touch.
It
Well,
is.
let's get to Minka's question. She was asking, what is your motivation? What is your motivation? I mean, like I said, you're only 21 years old. There's still a long, um, beautiful path ahead of you. What keeps you motivated every day when you wake up in the morning?
I know what I want. Um, and I'm not gonna stop until I've done what I've. I'm not gonna stop until I've reached a certain point or a certain goal in my life,
Yeah,
and it's my passion. So, and
Yeah.
I love what I do. You get what I mean? So, loving what I do keeps on motivating me to do better at training, or, you know, do some things different, or making sacrifices. So, the main thing is just because I love what I do, and I know what I want. So that's the main thing. So if you
Absolutely,
don't,
man.
if the thing is, I know I have a why. Like why in my head, like Jenny always tells us those things. So you have to know,
Why?
like a person that knows why is better than a person that knows how to do it. So I know
Yeah.
why I do it. You get what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what keeps me going.
I mean that's the main motivator, because like,
Yeah.
especially as you move from junior ranks to senior, that
Yo,
why becomes so much more important, because like,
yes,
I mean, it's harder. Like
it's harder.
it's not an immediate transition. It's sometimes it takes time, and
Yes,
finding yourself for 2 to 3 years
yes,
before finding your rhythm again, or being able to compete with the seniors again is a
yes.
difficult thing to do,
It's very
and
difficult.
it's important that you always know why you're doing it, because that's gonna
Yes,
always like keep you focused.
yes, yes, yes.
So what would you say is one of the most important lessons you've learned from athletics?
Being patient, being patient. So if it's not your time now, your
Yeah,
time will come. So
yeah,
it's difficult being patient and going to training every day, knowing what you need to do, and because obviously people, you go like athletes go through dips, and you go through highs and you go through lows. So it doesn't matter if you're up there. Like it matters when you're down there.
yeah.
When you're at your lowest point, you see, when no one wants to, when no one wants, like, you're on your own. So that's where it really matters. Like. So just staying patient, and realizing that, listen, I'm working towards something, and
Yeah,
no one's gonna stop me to get there. So I'm gonna be patient enough, and eventually it will pay off.
absolutely, man.
Let me rephrase that. Not eventually, it will pay off.
It will. Yeah.
It will.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
that's patience. Patience is
it's
eventually,
patient.
whether it's tomorrow or next month or next year or 2 years from now,
Yes,
like the thing with
definitely.
patience is that patience it does not work on a clock the way we want it to.
Yes, definitely,
It
definitely.
works on, yeah, man, it just works on
We want
timing.
it. We want it now, eh? Like I know as athletes, we want performance now. We don't want to wait. So
Exactly.
unfortunately, we have to, and we just need to keep on working. And even if you lose, like you need to realize that, listen, there's still a lot of things I need to work on and improve. So, that, like I said, the times that you're at your lowest point, that's actually where you need to start and picking yourself up, because it's not nice being down there, and it's not easy picking yourself up. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's very true, man. Very, very
yeah.
true. Shout out. I see I don't know if it's my side. Can you still see me though, Thembo?
Yes, I can still see you.
Okay, perfect. If you see any questions, I don't my questions and stuff aren't coming through, but if you see
Okay.
anything, just let me know. I see FitGen
All right.
International says such a stunning young man. Uh, big ups to FitGen and Chantel Breitenbach.
Yeah.
Minke Jordan says so much respect for this young man. Thanks a lot, guys.
She's a really good friend of mine.
Yeah, big ups to her. Thanks for watching.
Big up to her.
Who's the Zandile Yaze? I see you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining in. We really appreciate it. All right. So I've asked you, what is the best lesson that you've learned from athletics? What has been like the best gift, or like the best pleasures of being like an athlete that you've enjoyed over the years?
That's a good question, Timba. um, it helps me, like, being an athlete. Like it gives me like a very strong mind, like a
Yeah.
very strong mindset. So it helps me use that strong mindset in everything else. Like,
Yeah.
everything else besides track. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with life stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's a really good beacon for me to, and like because obviously track is everything, and it brings peace to me, and I just enjoy doing it. But
Yeah.
it really just it it educates. It really just educates me, and it it teaches me a lot of things. So I I use these things that I learned from track, obviously not everything, but some of it really comes in resemblance with a lot of life lessons as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it brings me pleasure because the way I think sometimes at track, it's somehow maybe the same. I do it with other stuff besides it. So it teaches me to how can I say it? To solve things better.
Yeah. That's
You know what
good.
I mean? Solve things better. So to have patience in other things as well besides
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
that's so important, man, because like,
yes,
I'm always careful of, making one thing in your life more important than everything else. So
yes,
like, simple example, you're an athlete. Thembo Monareng is a athlete, world class
yes, yes.
athlete. 21 years old, you're young, but then
Ethan.
again, you're a brother, you're a son, you're a
Yeah,
student,
yeah.
you're a friend, you are, there's so many, all those other aspects of your life where you need to, I always have a conversation, when I have conversations with my coach, he always says like, it matters that you become a better person. Like, you must be a better
Yes,
person.
definitely.
You
Definitely.
can't be this fantastic athlete and you suck at being a person.
Yes, yes. I feel like there's so many aspects that, like, it's like balls that you juggle. There's so many
Yeah.
things as an athlete that you need to do right, you know, obviously to compete or to perform at a higher level. So
Mm.
if you drop one ball, like everything tumbles down. So it's very important that you keep those balls juggling. So
Yeah.
and it's difficult sometimes. It's really difficult. So
Absolutely, man. It is. But I
yeah.
mean, hey, it's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. There's no
It's
other
gotta
way.
be done. There's no other way.
Um, so this is also like something that I've been, I always think about, like, obviously, track and field and, support structures and so on. Yo, time is moving. I have to, let me move to one more question, because hey, the time is already,
Time flies when you're having fun, eh?
it's already 39 minutes. We need to wrap this up. So yeah, where do you see yourself in the next few years? And then from there on, I think we'll just wrap it up with you just giving a shout out to everybody who's supporting you, the people that are backing you, and even youngsters that might look up to you and want to follow in your steps. Let's go.
Oh, okay. So where do you want to be in a few years time from here? It's your
Yeah,
first
yeah. Where
question.
do you see yourself?
Hmm. So I see myself at competing at a high level, obviously.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I see myself competing among, the great athletes out there.
Mm.
So so yeah, that's basically it. Like I know it's a specific goal that I've set and put to myself. Like I don't know, like I'm so focused and so patient now. So it's and motivated, most importantly. So
Yeah,
I'm putting my head. So I know where I'm gonna be in a few years time, and that's exactly
yeah.
the grandest stage of them all. So
Absolutely,
yeah, that's
man.
it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, that's the end of the day. You've already started the
Andre.
journey.
Right?
You've done it at a junior level, and as a senior level now, like you said, it's just a matter of patience, and that's coming up as well. Shout out to all
Yeah.
the people who are supporting you, and the people who even logged on this evening to hear us chat. What message do you want to say to them?
To to never give up.
Yeah.
Stay motivated, and like I said, just be patient, guys. It's obviously during these times, it's tough staying patient and positive. I just feel like most people, you should just be positive. Like positivity is these days so hard to find. So
Yeah.
if you really just find something that's gonna make you positive or just motivate you, it's already a start. So
Yeah.
it like positivity, it plays a huge role in a lot of things. So guys, I encourage you guys just to find your positivity and patience. And I promise you now that you guys will flourish and be successful, reach your goals that you guys want to reach.
Absolutely, man. Thembo Monareng,
Absolutely.
thanks so
Thanks
much
for having me,
for
Thembo.
for joining us this evening, man. Yeah, it's been fun. Really enjoyed chatting to you. I wish we had more time, but hey.
I also wish we had more time, eh?
People are getting ready for their soapies. I don't know what there's the river, there's scandals. People are watching Aaron's play.
Yeah.
We can't interfere with those routines, man. But thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Thembo.
From Backtrack side, we're always gonna support you. We're gonna try cover more races of you running in South Africa. Keep shining, stay focused, like you say. I know you're very stay positive, man, and keep working on your passion and your gift. And yeah, man, you can do it all, man. You can do it all. You can balance it all.
Thanks, Thembo.
Because if you've got discipline, it's possible, So thanks a lot for joining us. Thanks to each and every single one that's on here. I appreciate it, brother.
Thanks, Thembo. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a BackChat for Thursday evening with Thembo Monareng. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Tomorrow we'll be back again with Amy Nudia. She's in the building. Yeah, we're going to keep these conversations going because it is important to South Africa. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Thembo, my brother, take care.
My brother, thanks. I'll see you, eh?
Yeah, for sure. Cheers, guys. Good night.